So I bought another boat. The title and thumbnail are correct. It is definitely not clickbait. And let me start out by saying this is the 7th boat. I did the math the other day. I had to think back quite a ways. But this is the 7th boat I've owned. A lot of you guys that have been following me the last year or so will remember my last boat, the Tracker Targa V18. Phenomenal boat. It really was, but it wasn't the boat for me. And I say that because this thing was brand new, spotless, and people that know me personally know I am hard on my stuff. Like, not intentionally, but it's just by nature, I'm extremely hard on a lot of the stuff I own. With that being said, the Tracker Targa was a phenomenal boat. Don't get me wrong, there's times I miss it. Ever since I've sold it, the idea of having a new boat or getting another boat has always been in the back of my mind. Does this mean I'm done kayak fishing? No. Some of you have mentioned that you see me trying to sell my kayak. That's because I have something in the works that I'm not really going to discuss right now. But when the time comes, I'll be sure to fill you guys in on all that information. The two happiest days of being a boat owner are the day you buy it and the day you sell it. And I can contest to that because I've owned so many boats and I know exactly what that feeling is. I went down the Facebook Marketplace wormhole. I've been going down that for months now. I've went and seen multiple boats. One thing I learned about Facebook Marketplace is people can really dress things up and make them look really nice. And then you get there and it's different story, right? This was actually the 3rd boat I went and looked at, and it really was exactly what I was looking for. Something small and manageable for me to get on some bigger water by myself, because I do fish by myself a lot, guys. I work 2nd and 3rd shifts a lot of times. So when I fish, it's usually weekday mornings and when everybody else is at work, and I have the lake to myself essentially. I needed something that was rough around the edges, and this boat checked that off because, again, I'm looking for something that I'm not going to be afraid to bang into a dock or run it up on the shore. He's trying to give me a hug. Come here. What? Why are you always trying to give hugs? Why are you always trying to give hugs? I found the boat that I thought I wanted. I went and looked at it on a Sunday afternoon and took it for a ride and checked everything out, and it appeared to be the one. So I went home, talked to my wife about it, basically made the decision that I was going to buy the boat. The guy negotiated a little bit with me, which was great, but I'm sharing this with all of you now because I'm extremely excited. This is going to allow me to get back on some bigger bodies of water and dedicate my time on the water to actually casting and fishing, as opposed to the amount of time it takes me to get places in the kayak. The kayak is still going to be a big part of my channel and my fishing, but it's gonna have its place in time, just like the boat's gonna have its place in time. There's gonna be more doing things that I'd love to do, which is vertical jigging the Detroit River, vertical jigging the St. Clair River, vertical jigging the Saginaw River. Some really great bodies of water that I enjoy fishing that I was somewhat limited. I mean, I vertical jigged the Saginaw River in my kayak. I fished the St. Clair River in my kayak. But I'm thinking about, number one, safety, and number two, my time, which you can't put a price on your spare time. Let it be an extra 100 casts. That 100 casts could be the difference between me catching a fish of a lifetime and not. And this boat's going to allow me to get on lakes like Lake St. Clair and spend more time fishing different species, things that I want to do. Lake St. Clair is basically my home lake, guys. I live in Lake Orion, but Lake St. Clair is, I'm calling that my home lake. I plan on spending a lot of time out there this ice season, doing ice reports with my drone. I plan on doing a lot of cool things out there. But with that being said, let's take a look at the boat. Give you guys a first look. I'm gonna give you a full walkthrough, and we're gonna get it out on the water and see how she runs. All right, so here it is. Zoom out a little bit. 16-foot low. It's got, trailer's in good shape. Everything appears to be in good shape. The meat and potatoes, the 30-horse Johnson. I think it's going to be good enough for its purpose. I do have a little bit of water stain from it sitting in the water. I mean, the boat lived in the water. So I got a lot of it off with the pressure washer. So buddy, he wants to go in the boat, don't you? Got a lot of it off the pressure washer, the top grime, but that stuff might need a little elbow grease. Come with this really nice fitted cover, custom fitted cover, so that's a perk. Snaps down. I actually trailered it home with that cover on. It flopped a little bit up in here, you know, but no big deal. I normally wouldn't trailer it with the cover, but I had some of my nice rods and reels in there, and it was raining, so anywho, it's already got some really nice whiskey dings in it, which I am perfectly fine with because I plan on adding to that. All right, let's see what's under it. Never judge a book by its cover. Look at this bad boy. We've got the original Minn Kota power drive with the fish finder right on it. I'm gonna definitely see if that baby works. Aluminum floor. It's not wood. It's solid aluminum, so that is never gonna rot. Console with the cup holder, most important. Have a cold drink. We got an anchor. Casting seat. Another casting seat. You know, and all this stuff here, guys, I mean, some of it's kind of older, but a lot of it I'm not even going to use. Like I may use that little seat there or get a longer pedestal for the front, but some of this stuff is replaceable too, having the pedestal. But moving around the side, you've got the console. This is going, and I'm putting my new I'm going to put my new Garmin on there. Look at that. I mean, I'm pretty much ready. This baby's ready to set sail. The seat here is in good condition. The armrest, not so much. But again, no big deal. That's not the point of the boat here. And it's got a nice little aluminum platform there. One thing, it's got that access hole there. When I met the guy, he had it in the water. There she sits. And that is where you access, you know, the interior of the boat under the floor. And there wasn't one, well, there was a little bit of water in there, but it wasn't taking on water. So I'm not going to say it was bone dry, but it was pretty damn near bone dry. So that's sweet. This is the little compartment that the previous owner put buoyancy in, styrofoam, some type of foam, which I can run these screws out and take a look-see to see what's in there. But that's what the guy told me. He just added foam to it because when you're driving, you know, the boat, you're on this side of the boat, and it helped keep it more flat rather than leaning a little bit when you're driving. It helped kind of plane it out side to side. I'm not sure what's in this one. Could be the same thing. We do have a live well, a working live well here. So, and it's clean. We're fixing to put some fish in this bad boy. Okay, so now we're at the interior. So where I'm sitting, right here, really nice elevated seat. You know, I can picture myself on Lake St. Clair next spring and summer standing right here and just, you know, bombing a drop shot or a swim bait or a tube. And what I like about it is, you know, sitting here and casting, you're up high, you can see all around you, but even standing, you know, going for muskies, stuff like that. So even standing up on the bow, I'm able to be high enough. That's one thing I was concerned about with the deep V was not being high enough stood up casting to be able to see what's going on outside the boat. If you want to have a cigarette or a cigar, you got your cigarette lighter. Again, this guy's coming off. We've got speakers down here with a USB. Got your fire extinguisher. More cup holders for the captain here. Rod holder. Did get a couple of rod holders with it. This little compartment, he said he just, you know, it looks like a baby white box or something. He said he used it for putting his cell phone in or whatever, keep it dry. I'll probably peel that off maybe. I like the idea. I like where he was going with it, but I'll probably put something else there. But so you can see here, you've got room for 6 rods. You probably endo them, whatever you want to do. But for me, fishing solo a lot of times, I mean, that's going to be nice to have that there. And, you know, you got your 5-gallon tank back there, battery, bilge, a couple different bilges. Like I was saying before, this has that access hole cut in it, which is pretty cool. And you've got a bilge there. But this is all, this ain't wood. This is all, you know, kind of heavy duty aluminum, which is pretty freaking cool. Because these old boats, you know, on wood floors, they just rot out. So over time, there's no getting around it. It doesn't matter what you put in it for carpeting or vinyl or whatever. I mean, it's bound to happen getting wet over time. You got your Minn Kota 12 volt set up and ready to go. I mean, this is original OG. You got your plug, which is cool. You know, even if I were to upgrade that bad boy, I've got everything right there. I already got power to that plug. But the original, man, 40-pound thrust, 12 volt. You got your battery conditioner there. Rantex 85. I'm curious to see how some of this stuff works, and we're gonna get it on the water soon. But this is perfect for like me wanting to do my solo missions that I do quite often. And this is definitely gonna get me around places a little faster. Don't say that 30 horse Johnson ain't gonna really break land speed records, but it definitely will get me around faster than the Kayak has. The gentleman said that this battery was good, but it needed a charge. Well, I've got my Dakota lithium here. That's the 100 amp hour, 12 volt, really good battery, 1280 watt hours. I charged that baby up and hooked up the cables. It's got, the only thing hooked to this is the this old school fish finder and the original Minn Kota 40-pound thrust, which appears to be in good condition. It's funny because he's actually got the transducer mounted right to this. The dude that was fishing out of this was a hardcore fisherman for a long time. So we got that. So first thing we're gonna do is try power up the fish finder. And it's on. So it's reading water temp, but it's actually air temp. So that works. I'm gonna leave that on there just for the hell of it. It's gonna read my water temp and depth. Maybe over time, if I decide to keep this boat, you know, we'll keep it and put something different on. But so right here on these Minn Kotas, all of them have a battery condition, which tells you, you know, where you're at with it. So there's a push button to check it, and it's telling us we're fully charged, baby. So without further ado, let's see what she's got. It may look funny on the camera, like as if it's not spinning, but that baby's spinning wide open, boys and girls. We are in good shape. God, it's spinning good. It looks funny on the camera. I'm looking through the screen. It looks like it's not spinning, but it's spinning like a champ. Sweet. So we'll go ahead and power that baby down. Pretty cool, it still works. Still shows a full charge. And what I like about my Dakota lithium, guys, is that I've got the actual charger for it, and I can pull it in and out of here or run an extension cord out to it and charge it. It's a quick charge. It's reading 14 volts or probably 13.9, but that's crazy that that works. So what I'm gonna do is unhook the positive terminal. Yep, and that took our battery meter to 0. Because I don't know if this thing's got, you know, with old boats and, you know, with old boats and stuff, there could be something draining, you know, drain the battery. And I'm gonna take this bad boy fishing tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna take it on the maiden voyage. As long as everything works properly, we may fish. But the maiden voyage will be tomorrow. But it's gonna be in this video. So you guys keep watching. Keep watching this video. It's gonna be in this one. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna top her off with some fuel. I tried to get this chair out. It's gonna need a little work because the swivel job here is kind of stuck in there. I think it's gonna come out, but not without a fight. Here we go. capture it now. I believe we're in far enough. Oh yeah, baby. All right, so maybe I could have put it in a little further. Guys, it's been a minute since I've launched a boat myself. That shouldn't go nowhere. Famous last words. All right, here we go. Boat is in. Looking good too, really. I mean, don't it? Oh, yes. All right. I didn't really have anything ready, so could have done this a lot faster, but I'm a little anxious just to get out here. So with that, I had to wait to get set up here. So can do that with this. Pull you over here, guy. That goes there. We're gonna give her a pump or two. Okay. All right. We'll get her out here on the main light. Open her up a little bit. All right, well, I threw anchor, and you know I gotta make a few casts, right? What I found out about the Little Johnson is she likes her fuel. She definitely likes her fuel. It's so little, this rod and reel, compared to, you know, trying to chuck a muskie lure around. This is pretty tiny. Like to say something through slack in it. Oh, nice largemouth too. Oh man, that was a toad. lost him. God, he had it. 2 hookups on the chatterbait. No, God, I had that one right by the side. Although he caught me off guard because I threw slack in it, and I went to set the hook, and nobody, you know, wasn't really a good hook set. I covered a lot of the lake from where I stopped, and trolling motor's been doing me good. It's been doing me right, so. Right there. Oh, I am missing with this chatterbait. I don't know what's going on. But I have yet to leave one pinned, man. Had a little bit of an accident there. That old seat I was sitting on, it was so rotted out from the wood was so rotted out, right? Went to sit down and blew it out, fell backwards, so. But that's fine because I want to get this pedestal out. I don't need that chair there. I need something up there. So if I can unbolt this chair, which appears to be in good shape, plastic frame, get it up there, we'll be in business. But the skunk is still in the boat. You can beach it. And that's what we just did. We beached it. Look at that. And it's light enough to just, you know, kind of pull up here. As a safety precaution, we'll throw anchor. But really with truck and trailer, skunk's in the boat still though. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed another one of my videos. If you haven't yet, hit that little circle right there, little subscribe button, little picture of me right there. Go ahead and click on that, give me a subscribe, and I'm also gonna leave you right here in a little square somewhere, a video, one of my favorite videos I've ever uploaded in my channel. Give that a click, let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you on the next one.